And we are live, people. Good morning. How are you all doing? Welcome to the newest edition of the Linux Coffee House. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, so yeah, we're gonna see what pretty much happens. Um, I've got a few. I'm gonna be setting up my articles here, so give me a few minutes. Um, if you want to come in and say hi, feel free to. Um, just letting you all know, I did an open chat last night. So if you all want to see the replay of that open chat, it is in my channel. Feel free to watch it. Um, let me just get these articles set up for you all. Okay. We'll do this article, and we will do this article. Okay. And we will do this article. I think we're going to do 4 articles today. Okay. All right. Let me go back here. Coffee. All right. Let me just inform a few of my buddies that we are live. And just letting you know, I have my PayPal tip jar in the description. If you want to support me or my channel financially, feel free to if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, let's see here. Let me just inform some people that we are live. Okay. We will be starting in a few minutes. I'm just getting things set up here. Okay. Just give me about a few minutes and we'll get started. Okay. And we have reached the several minute mark. It's time to get things started. Okay, let me share my screen and we will get the first article up. Okay. First article up for this morning. GNOME 41 desktop environment officially released. This is what's new. 6 months in development, GNOME 41 is here and has a hefty update and the first major release after GNOME 40, with new features like a new power mode setting in the powered settings panel of the GNOME Control Center called Preferences, available on hardware that supports this feature. The performance mode increases CPU performance to allow your apps and activities to run faster. On top of that, GNOME 41 introduces initial support for apps to request a particular power mode. For example, this could be very useful for power-hungry applications and games to request the performance mode. Also new in the GNOME Control Center is a multitasking settings panel that gives you control over window management and workspace multitasking options like the activities hot corner, active screen edges, the ability to show workspaces on all displays, choose between dynamic or fixed workspaces, and restrict app switching to the current Windows space when using the super tab keyboard shortcut. Moreover, a new mobile network settings panel is present in GNOME 41 to allow you to configure mobile network connections like 2G, 3G, 4G, and GSM/LTE. Of course, they will only be available on supported hardware and replace the previous mobile network settings. GNOME 41 also ships with new and updated apps. For example, the new Connections app also offers a modern and easy-to-use remote desktop client supporting both VNC and RDP connections. On the other hand, the Music app received a new UI design with larger artwork, a new album review and play button, redesigned player bar, Improved artist list to include images and new welcome artwork. Also revamped is the GNOME software app, which now features redesigned settings, a new set of categories for browsing and exploring apps, an updated Explore view to make it easier to discover apps, redesigned detail pages with bigger screenshots and new information tiles, better OS upgrade banners, as well as more attractive layouts in the installed and update views. Among other noteworthy changes, GNOME 41 brings support for creating encrypted.zip archives in the Nautilus file manager, the ability to import events from a .ics files in the calendar app, better window resizing, especially for mobile devices, in the calculator app, and improved support for dark mode, better handling of unresponsive websites, and faster pitch to zoom in the Empathy web browser. Last but not least, there are the usual performance improvements and bug fixes to make GNOME faster, as well as more stable, reliable, and flexible. For example, the screen will now update faster on Wayland in response to keyboard and pointer input. The system level multi-touch gestures are now more consistent and reliable. A new default GL renderer in GTK4 provides faster rendering and reduced power consumption, and a new Iwata wallpaper. And if you guys want to read the rest, you can pause and read when you're watching the replay. So that's it for this article. Okay, so we'll take a break for just a second, and then we will get to article number 2. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, time to get to the next article in the Linux Coffee House. Okay, for our next article, Linux kernel 5.13 reaches end of life. Users urged to upgrade to 5.14. Released on June 27, 2021, Linux kernel 5.13 was one of the bigger releases in the Linux 5.x series, with over 16,000 commits contributed by more than 2,000 developers. It introduced initial FreeSync HDMI support for AMD GPUs, initial support for Apple's M1 processor, and support for the Landlock security module. It also brought improved support for the exFAT file system driver, support for AMD Navi GPUs, and no support for the AMD Rednon Admblaine, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, GPU series, a new SMB-free mount option leading to improved performance, as well as more goodies for the ext4 file system. On September 18th, 2021, renowned Linux developer Greg Hartman published what appeared to be the last maintenance update for Linux kernel 5.13. 5.13.19 saying that the branch is now end of life and urging everyone to upgrade to 5.14. As of today, September 22nd, 2021, Linux kernel 5.13 is now marked as end of life on the kernel.org website, which means that it will no longer receive maintenance updates. Version 5.13.19 being the last in the series. As such, if your Linux distribution is using 5.13, you should consider upgrading to Linux kernel 5.14 as soon as possible. If you can't do it yourself, ask the maintainers of your distro to upgrade the kernel packages. On top of the features mentioned above, 5.14 brings a much enhanced AMD GPU graphics driver for AMD GPUs. Further improvements to the ext4 file system, new features to the F2FS file system, a new libATA subsystem for controlling IDE devices, and much more. If you guys want to read the rest of it, feel free to pause and read in the replay. And that is it for this article. Okay. Silly Bad Boy, long time no see, my old friend. How are you doing? Welcome to the Linux Coffee House. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Okay, so we got 2 more articles, and then we'll be wrapping things up. Next article is going to be a good one for all you NVIDIA lovers out there. Oh, dude, I am doing fantastic. I got two Yu-Gi-Oh videos going up tonight. As well as last night I did an open chat, and I plan to most likely do open chat. What are those things going? These they're pretty much lipomas, silly bad boy. They're nothing to worry about. All it is basically fatty tumors, basically. They're not painful or anything. They're just a little unsightly. But other than that, I plan to get them checked out at some point just to make sure everything's okay. There's nothing wrong, bad boy. I am completely okay. There's no cancer or anything, if that's what you were wondering. Okay. No, it's not cancer, bad boy. It's just fatty tumors. It's just fat. That's all it is. It's just fat. It's really nothing. It's nothing to worry about, I assure you. I'm actually surprised nobody's ever noticed them before. Excuse me 1 minute, please. I will be right back. Okay, people, I'm back. Okay, sorry about the wait. Had to take care of something. Okay, it is time to get to work on the next article, shall we? This is for all you NVIDIA lovers out there. Okay, NVIDIA's 470.74 graphics driver brings support for Linux kernel 5.14 and Firefox improvements. Good news for NVIDIA users who want to upgrade their distributions to 5.14. NVIDIA 470.74 is here with a fix for a bug that caused the NVIDIA DRM.ko kernel module to crash when loading with DRM KMS enabled, mod set equals 1, on Linux 5.14. In addition, it improves support for Firefox to prevent visual corruption by adding an application profile to disable FXAA, also available for FreeBSD and Solaris systems. It fixes a Vulkan performance regression that affected the R Factor 2 computer racing simulator game, and addresses a bug that would cause GPU apps to exit when resuming from suspension. For 470.74 also fixed a regression that led to very high system memory usage for DirectX 12 games when run using VKD 3D Proton, also available for FreeBSD and Solaris systems, as well as a bug that could cause the Prog driver NVIDIA suspend power management interface to no longer preserve and restore video memory allocations. If the NVReg temporary file path module parameter for the NVIDIA.ko module specified an invalid path. You can download the NVIDIA 470.74 proprietary graphics driver right now from the website for 64-bit AMD 64 and AR64 ARM64 platforms. You can also download the FreeBSD 64-bit release from here and Solaris 64-bit and 32-bit release from here. If you want to finish reading this, you can pause and read whenever you feel like it. And that is it for this article about NVIDIA. Okay, so that's it. We are down to one article, and then we will wrap things up. So I'll give myself about a minute or two, and then we can get to work on the final article. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, about 3 minutes, and then we'll get to work on the final article and wrap things up. Okay, it's time for the final article of the Linux Coffee House. Telegram 3.1 introduces interactive emoji, live stream recording, and more. It's been a while since I covered new Telegram desktop releases, and the messaging app received a few interesting versions that introduced some minor features like the ability to start video conferences from voice chats in any group and to share the screen or video from the camera with up to 30 participants. 2.8, as well as the built-in image editor for cropping photos or highlighting parts of a screenshot. Furthermore, Telegram 2.9 introduced the ability to enable auto delete of messages after 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, along with the new app icon and default background, as well as a new GIF section in shared media, so that you can quickly sorry, I'm stuttering so bad here. I apologize. As well as a new GIF section in shared media, so you for quickly finding all the glyphs from a chat. On top of that, Telegram 3.0 added support for broadcasting video and share the screen to an unlimited number of viewers. Now, Telegram 3.1 is here with some pretty cool new features, such as the ability to record live streams and video chats in a group or channel, with options to record video and audio for only audio, which will be saved to your admin save messages panel, as well as support for read receipts in small groups, with the option to view which group members have read it by selecting a message and right-clicking on it. And to make your Telegram sessions more enjoyable and fun, 3.1 update brings 8 new themes for private chats with day and night versions, beautifully animated backgrounds, graduate message bubbles, and unquote background patterns. But this can only be enabled from a mobile device if you want to enjoy it on your desktop too. And you can download 3.1 as a binary if you don't have to. So that way you don't have to install it on a GNU Linux distribution, or install it. You don't have to install it on the GNU Linux distribution, or install it as a Flatpak or Snap universal package right now from the official website. And that right there, people, is the final report for the Linux Coffee House, and a good summarization of the newest version of Telegram. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give this basically pretty much a 5-minute warning, and we will pretty much be wrapping it up. Once again, I want to thank you all for coming in. If you want to help support me or my channel, all you got to do is just go to my PayPal tip jar. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's completely optional. Also, since I have a few minutes of time left before I head off here to start my day, until tonight when I put some videos up on my YouTube channel, I just want to say that last night's live stream was a big success. I enjoyed it a lot. I thank each and every one of you for coming out and seeing it. If you want to see the replay of my live stream, it's on my channel if you want to watch it. I want to try to get these live streams done every if possible. So I'm going to try to put that on my schedule. The video schedules for Tuesday and Thursday, those will not change at all. But I will say though that that open chat last night was a big success, and I want to try to put these open chats on a schedule. So just keep a lookout for that. Other things that I want to point out in my brief channel update. I have noticed that we are at 212 subscribers. I want to thank the new people that are checking out my channel. Thank you very much to whoever you are. And I hope you enjoy the content that you'll be seeing in the near future. I got some plans in mind. But with that being said, I think that's it for this brief channel update. I'm going to head off here. I got to start my day. Once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching the newest edition of the Linux Coffee House. And expect another Linux Coffee House to happen very, very soon. But until then, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later and have a good day. Bye-bye.